that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are gonna be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time Tag Team Champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing 2 super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
Here we go, gentlemen. The tag team titles are up for grabs. Final preparations between partners before the action begins.
Remember, this match is under Tornado tag team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match.
The champion into the pin. And keeps his partner alive. Placing him in the corner.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Whether or not that kendo stick means he is truly willing to go to the extreme.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 class. Remember, this match is under Tornado tag team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain. The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside. The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen. The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The USOS up the clothesline. Turn around. Big combination here. What a move.
A kick out after 1. He's trying to get this done fast, looking to avoid going into deep waters.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the USOS call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love to trap talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too. Bang! Snap suplex.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-os and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
Neck, shoulders down, championship at stake. Wow, talk about making the save.
Big slam.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, 2 teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
Getting him right into the corner. Non-stop blows. Stumps.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. Oh, God. Super kick!
Ooh. Elbow drop. Uppercut. Jarring. Jay looking a little less than main event after that one.
Yeah, Big E really took control right there.
Big elbow.
And this is a bad position for the champ to be in now.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
Oh, my God. Cover for the championship. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos!
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the 2 best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are 2 very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Ooh. Get this back into the ring now. Hits the drop kick. Ooh. Uncorks it, uppercut.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprised. From the top.
With authority! All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
And nothing magical coming from the New Day there.
A prime example of that unique Uso offense.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
He's looking to absolutely destroy his opponent with that chair.
Steel chair to the temple.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Oh! Good Lord.
So effective. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week. Now the pin for the championship. A defiant kick out after one.
He's still got life in this matchup. Delivers a leg drop.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke. Big splat!
Oh my gosh! Hazardous position as Jimmy gains his footing.
Uh-oh. Big E on the receiving end. Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
And an uppercut! Oh, what a headbutt! With the lariat.
Lands an elbow.
And Jimmy now is dictating the pace.
And the Usos now showing how well they know the New Day.
Familiarity breeds contempt, and the Usos are showing their unfiltered disdain.
Boom, what a punch! The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Boom! Oh, ouch! Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter.
Oh, man!
Counter! Right when it was needed. Ooh!
They'll take things into the ring.
And he counters! New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell. But tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your
shoulders are down to retain.
Oh, he makes the biggest save of the night. Kick to the gate. Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
Look at this. What a punch.
And just eating a knee on the reversal.
Piercing the throat.
Lifted and completely helpless here. This is just turning into a savage display of violence. The Usos and the New Day.
Could be game over for the Usos. Cover, cover, cover.
A striking blow. And again, Big E gets caught by the attack there.
Yeah, Jay able to unleash some hellacious offense to bring things to his favor.
And Jay is fighting through the fatigue.
Woods needs to flip the switch or lose
to be crowned champion. He breaks up the pin attempt. Headed to the top rope.
Swing on sight and don't. Top rope.
Uso splash.
Will that be enough to win the titles?
And he wants more. Right,
Uso
splash.
Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring.
Never saw it coming.
Hoisted up high here. That'll do some serious damage. Oh, deadlift.
He dodges out of danger.
The big ending! The Big E!
The New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
Shoulder before the count.
And a hold up on the victory parade.
From way up high.
Springboard frog splash.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Oh, God. Right to the cranium. Kick to the stomach.
Oh, that got turned around on Woods. And he comes in under the ropes now.
Picture perfect drop kick.
DDT. Drop kick. He's making his way to ringside now. And what's he looking for here?
Bringing a steel chair into play here.
Clothesline.
Well, that'll leave a mark.
Cover.
We're going to shut this down.
Oh, I thought the champ had it.
He just won't give up.
A bone-rattling knee.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
down to Otis. And a double axe handle smash.
A nice shot by Big E.
Man, that's going to hurt. Intercepts that attack with a knee right to the stomach.
Woods is thinking big here. Intercepts the pin attempt. Sliding back into the ring. Elbow drop.
This is what we've come to expect from the New Day and the Usos. The best tag teams we've seen in the last decade.
Uso splash.
No idea what he's planning here.
I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
And he's looking for it again and heading to the top.
Sky high.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh, full Nelson.
Reverse STO.
Oh, no, he is in a bad way.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods, handcuffs and all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash and staring